Today is a good day for a good day. It's also a good day for a simple little safety tip. Don't put yourself in compromising situations or places. You're only asking for trouble. Welcome to Coffee with Alain this morning. Appreciate everybody that joins. Be sure to go to enjoylifesafely.com. Sign up and get the free situational awareness guide and the videos on situational awareness. So I got some resources there for you free. Just do your email and then you'll get the email updates that I'm working on, going to be putting out, and have some really great stuff coming soon. So be sure to do that. Good morning, Jay. Appreciate you being here. Always nice to see you in the mornings. Hope your wife's doing well. I saw that post that, she wasn't feeling well yesterday, and hope she's doing better today. So we are not going to put ourselves in compromising situations or places. And some people will say, duh, that's just common sense, Alan. Well, it is, but common sense is not commonly practiced. A lot of what I teach, many would think common sense. But people are not practicing that, and people are becoming victims because of it. And many people become victims because they put themselves into compromising situations and places that could have been avoided, could have kept them safe, so they could just go on enjoying life. So that's what I want you to think about. If a place or a situation or a person is going to put you into a compromising, unsafe place or situation, don't do it. Be smart. Use some common sense and keep yourself safe so you can enjoy more. Jay says Vicky is a lot better. Wonderful, Jay. Glad to hear that. Years ago, I was teaching a self-defense class, and I was teaching the awareness and safety. And I had a girl say, well, I didn't need to worry about that because I have this. And she held up, it was an old Mace can and such. I'm holding up a can of Presidia Gel by Reflex Protect, a much better product. And I do recommend people carry a product such as Reflex Protect's defensive spray. But that doesn't mean you put yourself into compromising situations and places just because you're carrying a weapon, whether that's Reflex Protect or something else. Carrying a weapon or a tool to defend yourself is prudent, but it doesn't mean we just go out and blindly put ourselves into bad situations where we're more apt to have to defend ourselves. We still practice situational awareness. We still avoid things that we can and just enjoy life. Because I'm telling you, if you put yourself into a bad situation and you have to defend yourself, whether it's with Reflex Protect or something else, you're not going to be enjoying life too much because there's after effects and consequences for any of that. If you're carrying a firearm for personal protection and you end up using that to defend yourself, the consequences are even worse because you're using deadly force. And it must be justified. And you're going to be talking to police officers and lawyers and judges and all sorts of different people that you probably don't want to talk to and aren't enjoyable to talk to under those circumstances. That's why awareness and avoidance are so important, and not putting ourselves in positions where we might have to use the defensive tools that we carry to defend ourselves. One of the reasons I do like Reflex Protect is being non-lethal. You don't have some of the serious consequences that you do if you're carrying lethal force. That's up for you to choose which to carry at what time, and just make sure that you have the proper training, not only in the use of the tool, but in the legalities of the use of the tool and the force that you're using for personal defense. Going to say a couple questions here. Dixon said, I just left a comment where you stated this tip. Yeah, kind of obvious, but as Forrest Gump famously said, stupid is as stupid does. Isn't that the truth, Dixon? so many people do things that some of us would think are stupid because they just don't know, or they're not thinking, or whatever reason, and they become victims because of it. Sometimes it's because the people don't have a defensive personal safety mindset. They believe that's someone else's job. Well, it's nobody else's job to keep you safe but you. There are those out there trying to keep people safe, law enforcement, security, and so forth, but nobody has the interest in your personal safety as you do. And that's why I always insist that you must take responsibility for your safety. And one of the things you can do to help keep yourself safe is don't put yourself in compromising situations or places. You're just asking for trouble. Jay says, don't take selfies with wildlife. Isn't that the truth? And those of us that live in Montana and we grew up with wildlife, we understand the dangers present with wild animals. And then we see some of these people coming in to visit doing what we think and which are really stupid things. I'm going to go get close to that bison and get a selfie. That's a huge animal that can stomp you into smithereens without even working up a sweat. So you just don't do those kind of stupid things. That's a great example, Jay, of putting yourself in a compromising situation that people do all the time. Every year here in Montana, we have people visiting the parks and doing stupid things, getting close to the bison or other animals. People doing really stupid things for YouTube videos to become famous and get lots of likes, and they end up getting seriously hurt or killed doing it. So we need to do the practices that keep ourselves safe where we can enjoy things. And I'm not saying never take risks. I like jumping out of airplanes, used to do it for a living with the 82nd Airborne Division, other things. But we're going to do so in a safe manner, and we're going to mitigate those risks and not just do stupid things that, put us in jeopardy and make us so we can't enjoy life. I mean, that's the key. We want to enjoy life and get out and do as many wonderful things as we can. We want to do it safely so we can continue to do so and not wind up hurt, killed, or entangled with the legal system that can take its toll both on your emotions, physicality, and finances over a long period of time. We want to avoid all of those. And one of the simplest things is increase our situational awareness and don't put ourselves in compromising situations. Remember, go to enjoylifesafely.com. You can download a guide to situational awareness. You'll see my little mini video course on situational awareness, which will give you a head start on making sure that you stay aware, avoid potential dangers, and enjoy life. Dixon says, I bet you packed your own chute. Actually, I didn't, Dixon. They did not let us. Only the riggers packed chutes. But when we put those chutes on, we inspected them, and we inspected our buddies' chutes and made sure that everything was good before we jumped out of a plane. Now, did once in a while something bad happen? Yes, it's the nature of doing anything risky, but we took things seriously and did that. But in the military, you don't pack your own chutes. The riggers pack those, and then they're issued to you. But then you check it out as you're putting it on, and you check your buddies out. And when you're up in the aircraft, before you jump, you're checking the static lines and checking everything to make sure people are hooked up properly. Static lines aren't wrapped around anything to make it as safe as possible. And again, our safety is our own responsibility. And sometimes we have the responsibility of keeping someone else safe, like when we're checking our buddies. We got to take those responsibilities seriously and do the best we can to stay safe. Thanks for everybody commenting and joining. Remember, enjoylifesafely.com. Get your free guide to situational awareness and your little situational awareness video course. Everybody take care. Remember, today is a good day for a good day. We'll see you tomorrow.